It's unbelievable when Bnei Israel originally come down to Eretz Mitzrayim, when Yosef first arrives. Yosef saves the Egyptians from a famine. Yosef not only saves them from a famine, but he saves them from economic destruction. He forecasts for Paro what's going to be. He gives them a plan of action, how to save his country. Egypt prospers, becomes the wealthiest country, the most powerful country in the world. And as long as the Jews were living there, there was tremendous success. And it was obvious that the success came from the Jews, all that the Jews did and helped the Egyptians with. And what's the result? In Parsha Shmois, we see, what did the Jews get back? Bnei Israel. Bnei Israel were like koitzim, were like thorns. They hated Bnei Israel. They abused them, they stole from them, they made them into slaves. This was what the Jews received in return for everything that they had given to the Egyptians. On the other hand, in this week's Parsha, it's even a bigger pella. Right after Makas Choshech, it's mind-boggling. After all the Makas that the Egyptians suffer, or the 9 Makas through Makas Choshech, Moshe Rabbeinu tells Bnei Israel, "V'yishalu ish me'Yisrael, v'isha me'Yisrausa klei chesed v'klei zov," that the Jews should go and they should take from the Egyptians the most precious things that they have in their house. V'yitein Hashem es chen ha'om b'nei Mitzrayim, and the Jews found chen; they were loved, beloved by the Egyptians. After all the makas, the Ramban says that the Jews, even though such tremendous suffering came to the Egyptians from the Jews, the Ramban still says, Mam Shapella, Shalo yu anshe Mitzrayim soini moisam. The Egyptians didn't hate them because of the makas, ala makas. Ava mosivim bo'em, they loved them. V'noisim chen beineim, and they had a chen. The Jews had a chen in the eyes of the Egyptians. Leimar anachnu aroshoim. The Egyptians realized that they were evil, they were wrong. Gam oisim chomos. V'royu shechoinin eschem elokim. And the Jews deserved to be beloved, and they deserve to be respected. When the Jews helped the Egyptians, when they built up their economy, when they saved some, they saved some from destruction. So they hate them. And after Makas Choshech, when they've been clobbered and Egypt is almost destroyed, and then they say, "Oh, they're Moitzechein." The Egyptians love them and respect them. What in the world happened? Rashi brings down that during Makas Choshech, one of the reasons for Makas Choshech was that the Bnei Yisrael were able to go into the Egyptians' houses and to see everything that they had, their klei zov and klei chesed. So when the Egyptians later, when they left, when the Bnei Yisrael left Mitzrayim, and they would ask the Egyptians for things to take out, like the Kadosh Baruch Hu told Moshe to be Mitzav Bnei Yisrael v'yishalu, they would know. The Egyptians would say, "What are you talking about? I don't have such a klei kesef or klei zov." And the Bnei Yisrael would be able to say, "What are you talking about? It was in this closet. I saw it in your house." Rabbi Elimeir Bloch in the Pnei Das asks, he says, "I don't understand. First of all, it's not right for a person to go into someone's house when the person is not able to protect his property. But the Mitzrayim, during Makas Choshech, for 3 days they couldn't see anything. And for the next 3 days, the Choshech was so great they couldn't even move. And during that time, the Jews, when they saw, take advantage of the Mitzrayim, they go and they look around their houses. It's not proper for a Yid, for a Ben Yisrael, to do such a thing. How was it shaykh when Yisrael would go to the houses and look around? And then he asked, second of all, how did the Bnei Yisrael, how did they have the chutzpah afterwards to tell the Egyptian, when the Egyptian says to him, "I don't have any klei chesed and klei zov," the Jew tells him, No, I know you do. You have it in that closet. The Egyptian says to him, "How did you see that? When did you go into my house?" So what are Bnei Yisrael supposed to do? They're supposed to tell him, "We ran into the house, we snuck into your house when Makas Choshech." Says Rabbi Elimeir Bloch, a Gevaldig Zach. He says that when the Mitzrayim were suffering from the Choshech, they couldn't see anything. They couldn't take care of themselves. They couldn't find anything. They couldn't feed themselves. They begged Bnei Yisrael, "Please come in and help us." And they told Bnei Yisrael, "Please, go get a pot." Bnei Yisrael said, "Where's the pot? Look in the closet." "Where's the food? Look in that closet." "Help me with some clothes. Go into that closet." The Mitzrayim asked the Jews to come in. They begged them to come into the houses to help them. And Bnei Yisrael went into the houses, Birshus. They were permitted to come in. They were invited in. And that's how they knew where everything was. If you stop and think, it's an unbelievable thing. The Egyptians, after Makas Choshech, went back into their houses. And they knew that the Jews had come into their houses and had gone all over the houses and gone into the closets. They knew where everything was. And the Egyptians knew that they had been persecuting the Jews for 210 years. They had stolen from them. They had abused them. They had tortured them. It's only right for the Jew to have taken back a little bit of what was taken from him. His wages for all those years. Everything was stolen from them. And the Egyptian walks into his house and he knows that the Jew was there. He knows Bnei Yisrael were there. And nothing is touched. Nothing was taken. They had every right to take. And nothing was taken. And the Egyptians, after Makas Choshech, realized, unbelievable, these people. It's unbelievable. Rashi says, the Ramban, says in Parshas Bereishis, at the end of Parshas Noach, the first time I believe that we find the concept of motzochein. The Pasuk says, V'noach motzochein be'enei Hashem. The Ramban says, V'tam v'noach motzochein. Why was he motzochein? How does a person find chen? V'tam v'noach motzochein be'enei Hashem. Shahoyu kol maisov. All of his actions. Lefonov noyim uneimim. Everything that he did was proper. Everything that Noach did was right. He was honest. He had integrity. He was a fine person. And when a person is like that, that is what causes people around to look at him and to see and to say, that's an unbelievable person. That's a person who honestly believes in and lives what he believes in. A person who's moral and ethical. The Bnei Yisrael came into our houses, they should have taken. They could have taken. We would have never caught them. And they didn't touch a thing. Because there are noshim chashuvim. There are noshim who know that there's a Kadosh Baruch Hu. There are noshim who do what's right, not because they're afraid they're going to get caught, but they do what's right because they know it's the right thing to do. And such people are motzechein. That's how a person is motzechein. And it's not only Bnei Yisrael with the mitzvah, but it's us, with everybody around us, whether it's goyim, whether it's our fellow Jews, whether it's the way we act, our children see. We can tell them and we can give them and we can punish them, but that's not what they learn from. They learn from seeing how we live. And if we're Anshe Emes and we believe in what we do, and they see that we believe in it, and we're willing to be wiser for what we believe in, and they see that honesty and that integrity, that is how we're Moitzichein. And that's the Merit to Kiddush Hashem, and that's our challenge. To be Moitzichein b'nei Elokim v'Adam.